talking.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just 'cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Huh. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. Thank you. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
That's right. Thank you, Jet Music. You're listening to Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzy Green, a.k.a. the Great Grizzo, a.k.a. the Great Grizzolina, a.k.a. Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone, a.k.a. Hide Your Auntie, a.k.a. God damn, it's going to be a good show tonight. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on all platforms where you hear your favorite podcasts. This is Taking No Shorts. Also on youtube.com/Taking No Shorts pod. That it may be long, but fuck it, you'll find me. Also on rss.com, and we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Taking No Shorts pod. That's where you get to hear the tea. I have some very special guests in the building at the Venture X Studios today.
We talking about practice.
But I gotta first introduce the resident atheist, the one-leg gang, my man, B.
What up, Jay?
B, thank you again. Man, you come through.
That's what I do.
All the time. You're the world television champion.
Yeah.
Do we got a belt?
Does he have a belt?
Yeah, do we got a belt?
Didn't need one.
Get him a belt, bro. Get him a belt. You don't want him jumping. Get flex on the jump.
I feel like it should be iced out.
Yeah, iced out belt.
He came to the Venture X Studios tonight and he bust out the Kill Bill cane. That's what for some reason.
I seen that.
Yeah, that cane. And I said, B, you got a cane? Because everybody knows B. Talking.
Yeah, handicap. I got one leg.
There you go. But you still.
I'm still doing what I can do.
Well, I hope you do a lot, sir.
Not as much as I want to.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being my great co-host tonight.
No problem, man.
All right, so let's get into who are the guests here at Taking No Shorts Pod. Their podcast is called Conscious in Breathing. I got some love from the host. You are the host, sir, aren't you? Or founder?
Nah, I'm just a member.
You just a motherfucker that's doing the podcast. That's what he said. I'm trying to find a way to introduce you some bitch, and he won't even. He just gonna be humble.
I'm not gonna take nobody's title.
He just okay. All right. So he just gonna be on the humble with that Philly jersey on.
Absolutely.
Right? All right. Well,
if there is such a thing.
One of the participants of this podcast was showing some love to Taking No Shorts, and I was like, damn, I remember when your podcast was popping off. I support it, you know. I was like, I see what it's all about. I checked out the first episode, and y'all was doing the same. I ain't remember none of y'all names other than Wood. And I said I was going to introduce you last, but he's a fellow alumni, fellow West Indian. Ladies and gentlemen, my homeboy. We'll give you a last name. I'm just going to say Wood. My nigga name Wood.
What's the business, baby? I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate this right here.
Came through with the super Cuban links. I said, what the Wood? They came in this motherfucker like he Eric B. Ain't no joke.
Exactly.
You used to let the bikes roll.
Exactly.
Yeah, I told you I was going to bust y'all chops.
Let's go then. Let's go.
Thank you for coming, man.
Hey, I appreciate the invite, though.
I appreciate you showing love to Take No Shorts.
Dead serious, I appreciate the invite. When I spoke with my two other co-hosts, They was on it.
Yeah,
they was right.
They need to give you
It was
more
like, yeah.
titles, because if it wasn't for you, they black asses wouldn't be on here.
We might not have been here, but I gotta salute these brothers right here. These two right here.
So
yo.
let's get to the brothers that's from Conscious and Breathing podcast. To your right, the audience left. I don't know what this nigga name is. He got an AKA though. Oh, he told me to say his name was 112, and I said I wasn't gonna say that shit on air, but I guess I said it. Mr. 112, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I got a lot of names around these parks, man. 112, LT, Black Love, Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. One time for your mind, forever for the culture. You know, conscious and breathing, man. That's what we do.
Shout out
to my man. Shout out to my man Wood, man. Yeah, this is what he do. He opens doors, all the way around. So he opened a door for us.
That's it. Gonna get to you. Finish talking your shit, young man.
Yeah, facts. But nah. He opens doors. You know what I'm saying? So him opening doors for us. And getting us on this podcast is nothing new to us, because that's what he does. That's what we know him for. Like, he does that in his community, and that's
he's
what we
known.
do.
Well, let's give him a name.
Exactly
for that. All right. And to your right, 112. He came up with a pack of cool 100s.
Not the 100s, the shorts. But definitely old school guy.
He came over and I said, "Oh my Jesus, boy, you was a straight OG."
If you want to leave,
like 3 times.
I'll play some jazz. If you want to leave, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Conscious and Breathing podcast, they homeboy and a homeboy band, hopefully be a homeboy of yours, Mr. Dutch. Dutch, what's good?
What's up? This is Dutch, a.k.a. the East Ender representative, the vocabulary violator, because I mess up a whole lot of words.
This is going to be interesting.
Exactly. Can we cuss on this show? Can we?
Fucking yeah.
Okay. I fuck up a lot of words.
Just not a lot of involved. That's a lot of work cutting them out.
Okay. East Ender representative, the gray bearded bandit. And I'm gray bearded like a motherfucker.
You eat a lot, and you eat coochie the same way. Like, is the coochie ate? You eat gray coochie?
I think that.
I don't think that added to the gray hair. I think it might added to
you eat gray coochie though. If you went down on the chick,
that might scare me. I ain't that old.
Take no shorts. You gonna jump right in.
The curtains shouldn't match the drapes just yet. Like
the joint might be bomb though.
It might scare me a little bit. Just
the gray hair on the box gonna scare you.
Well, I'm married, so
the gray hair on the box is not gonna scare Grizzly. I am Hydra Auntie. I will give her the business.
Hey. Unfortunately, I'm auntie out of the business, but
you ain't got no more aunties for Grizzly.
Nah, I've been married for like 10 years now. 11 going on 11.
God
So right now,
you don't want to get put on. I'm married too. So what you gotta say about that? Bless you. Say God bless you. What about you, young buck?
I'm married too, man. I'm married.
So you can't say you will eat great coochie either?
I mean, I didn't say that. I feel like
he said when it get gray.
When it get gray, you gonna eat it.
I mean, of course.
Thank you.
Can't say that.
I am great. Good this shit.
Exactly.
That shit came with the territory.
Yes, sir. A real G.
Hey, look. It was brown.
Yes, sir.
And then it was black.
Probably tastes better. You put a little flavor, some sprinkling on it.
You got a little brown hair. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a normal.
I don't need that action.
No, you don't.
Yeah. You was definitely.
I was eating great coochie in high school.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
High school.
Bless your heart.
It was going hard in high school. God damn, you had a sugar mama.
He has a mature palate.
So who put this conscious and breathing? First of all, when me and Wood talked a couple weeks ago, setting up this podcast, this episode, I said, wow, I remember when the podcast came out, that title caught me, and then I thought it was something deeper, and honestly, I thought it was like something, because conscious, the first thing I think about is, I'm black and I'm black and I'm happy Black History Month, by the way. And I'm black and I'm black and I'm black and I'm black. That's the first thing I'm thinking, right?
And I'm black, y'all.
I'm black, and I'm blacker than black. But and then you said, and then I said, well, tell me what it is. It was like, we conscious, meaning I'll let you tell me what you told me.
Conscious and breathing basically was us as a collaborative understanding that we are raised differently. We came from different aspects of life.
Exactly.
We came from different places. We 2-family home, single parent home. We all were raised different, but we all living this same thing. We're all black men.
Yes, sir.
We're all married. We all strive for our family and our kids to do better than what we did. Mm-hmm. So, in talking, we were all just like, yo, somebody should record this shit.
When he's describing that, tell us your part in Conscious Breathing. How did you get with that theme? How did you get down with it?
Yeah, I think a lot of times we talked about the differences between us growing up and our generation specifically, right? Like, both of them, you know, I guess if you categorically break it down, they're Gen Xers, right? And
he got great coochie hair.
Yeah, you know, but he's a Gen Xer, even with the great coochie hairs. I'm a millennial,
that's
right?
The name of the pod.
So we talk about the differences that we had growing up, but then we talk about the similarities in you know, some of the morals that our parents instilled in us, right? So we talked about being latchkey kids, you know, being that generation our parents could leave at home and be like, hey, you know, I'm going to leave you at home because I got to work all day. You know, when you come home from school, you come home, you lock the door, you know, don't answer that fucking phone, don't answer this door.
Unless
you know
she's 12.
Facts. Like, you know
and she want to babysit.
Right. Yeah, so you know, we talked about some of the same.
Exactly. Hey, you real creepy right now.
Yeah, real creepy right now.
We talked about some of the same stuff, you know, just growing up, and then how it affects us today and how we move today in today's time in today's world. So that's really the background of conscious and breathing. Like, you know, we're conscious and aware, but at the same time we're breathing for now in today's time.
You're still out here in this world living it, and you want to enjoy this world.
Absolutely.
You know, so we got the young man's perspective. All right, Dutch, what's your to this triumvirate? I just bust out a big word.
Exactly.
Give me some props, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
Triumvirate. Look at AKA the black dick cavity. All right, let's go.
I'm the uneducated educated one, but the core essence of any being is you have to be conscious. You have to be breathing. If you're not conscious and you're not breathing, you're not alive.
We talking about practice.
So, to be conscious and to be breathing is to be alive and just being aware of what surrounds you. And we had conversations that people was privy to, and they would just jump in it all the time. Like the questions we asked, the arguments we had, the debates we had, everybody would jump into it, and they was like, "Y'all need to do something with this."
Oh, y'all need to not chill, but
y'all need to let
deeper.
Yeah, it's deeper than that. Like it could be something as small as who's the hottest, or something as deep as why as black people we struggling, and people would just tune into our conversations and always add into it and say, "Hey, y'all need to put this out."
This will be a good. This is a good chance for y'all to be on tonight's episode, because what we're going to talk about later on, and that's what's called a tease later on in the podcast. Y'all will be great for this conversation that we're going to have. That's on the Patreon, patreon.com. Only $2.99. I mean, if you can get a soda, and it's $2.99.
That's a bag of chips.
That's a bag of chips. You can listen to what we about to chop it up on, something very, very controversial that's in the news. All right, so conscious and breathing. Y'all launched when? Roughly.
Our first episode, I believe, was November 2021.
See, that's why we got him.
That's why we got him.
Bust it out, right? Y'all
got him.
Y'all motherfuckers.
He don't even need no good
I was about to say last week.
I'm sorry. Let me talk to you, sir.
13 days ago, we dropped 182 episodes.
Yeah,
and so it sounds like, all right, who is the, because y'all saw the pre-production of Taking Them Shorts, like, who was the one, or is it a team effort? Who was the one?
Everything been team effort.
It's one of those things, right, where it's like, it's not right unless you have all three parts of it, right? Like, so
it's not the same.
We're a 3-part thing. So we started talking about this, just in regular talks about
for about 2 years.
For about 2 years, we started talking about probably around 2019.
Yeah,
we started talking about it, and then I think around August, September, we started talking about, all right, well, I'm getting the equipment. Well, what you getting, and how is it gonna look? And like we started drawing up graphics, what our logo would look like and all that stuff. And then I think November 21 was the first time we sat down and we hit the record button.
And that first episode
And it
was
was-
horrible.
It was
Trash. If you listen to that, it's trash.
Please tell why, by all means.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
What happened?
It was exactly. It was probably like the Wu-Tang Clan's first cipher, right? it was like nobody. There was no rules. Right. It was no holds bar, right?
Yeah.
We just hit the record button and just talk shit, right?
After about 8-9 drinks,
Right.
with a guest,
Right.
and then we end up having to take that episode out and putting it to the end like a bonus episode.
I got so much content, and I still haven't committed
Yeah.
because I don't know which one
To drop?
to drop. Because I want it to be so. Here, put y'all bid in if y'all want to be the premier.
Absolutely.
Taking Those Shorts podcast. Put y'all bid in.
We not primo. We something wrong with this shit.
I see you over there with Jaws jersey.
Let's
on.
go then.
And then my homeboy, my college roommate, the resident atheist who's taking those shorts, is a cowgirl.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, you is too. Oh my God, we are surrounded, ladies and gentlemen.
We are not surrounded.
talking about the,
if we surrounded, we surrounded by losers. Stop
We're
that.
talking about the Dallas Desperados.
That's what I know. That's from the USFL from the 1980s.
Exactly.
I'm an honest fan, though. I know we suck.
Let's for the sake of the argument, we fit to talk about the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl week, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give I'm going to defer to again my co-host for tonight's episode, who is a Dallas football team of the NFL fan, and I just want you to represent your fan base and tell us what happened.
We lost.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
We kind of suck.
Kind of that game.
Yeah. It
Well,
was.
you know what?
Like-
Don't
See,
do
the
it.
Philly fan
Don't
shit
do
on
it.
all that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he's better go hard.
He ready to go in.
I'm coming to you.
I'm
son.
going to be humble.
Yeah,
You know.
You're not giving
that's
them-
hard. So
Gotta
you
give 'em
change
their
it-
prize.
Just like me changing you to be a Christian and you're an atheist, you almost changing me to believe Cowboy fans are not assholes because you kind of said you were humble. Yeah.
No, we assholes.
Yeah, y'all total fuck.
Might as well admit it, because next year we're gonna be back.
Whoa, you're another Cowboy fan.
I'm a cowboy,
please.
but I'm
Please.
an honest fan. I'm an honest Cowboy
You just
fan.
said y'all sucked that last game.
Yeah.
We did suck that last game.
That's all I wanted to
Our
know.
quarterback sucked from the beginning. I've never wanted them to pay that. I never wanted them to pay that.
Okay, all right.
There was so many people out there that I wanted them to get above that.
Give me one.
Anybody?
Well,
At the time.
it done played out now, but I wanted them to get Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah,
it done
and
played
like
out.
Mr.
He still might.
Massage.
He might pan out. But
He was fit now.
6-11.
But the money they paid Dak, they could have did. I felt like a lot better.
I would take Deshaun Watson over Dak. Would you be?
Hey, if you take Deshaun Watson,
Right now?
you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta,
You got to take the massage.
you gotta take off Instagram. You gotta take him off Instagram because he like going to get.
Fuck was he taking?
That's like
You wild.
that's like taking Kyler Murray, but you gotta take Call of Duty.
Yeah, you gotta take Call of Duty from Kyler Murray.
One of the fans are taking those shows, even though she don't want to be on camera. One of my homies, Kay. Do you know the Deshaun Watson story? We'll talk about it later. All right, we'll talk about it later. All right, so
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
me neither.
I'm
Shit.
just gonna put
Wait,
that.
hold up.
Hold on. All right, so let's get to the Philly fan. First of all, his team's gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Let's
Sunday.
go then.
His team gonna be in the Super Bowl. They won in 2018.
Deservingly.
He came pulling up with Kelly Green. Being that I'm a Steelers fan, I'm pulling for them because we represent the PA, and so I'll go ahead and say I'm pulling for y'all. And Jalen
Appreciate
Hurts- Jalen Hurts in my fantasy
He's a
was
monster.
nothing but money.
Yes, sir.
Nothing but
Yes,
money.
sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wood, I will let you get your shine on talking about your Eagles.
I'm gonna take 30 seconds.
Oh,
That's
God.
all I
Take
need
your
is
time,
30
brother.
seconds.
Take your time.
He'll take
Hey,
30
look.
seconds for nothing.
30
No, you wore the
Is that for his girlfriend?
University of Miami turnover chain. Motherfucker with a University of Miami turnover chain.
That's calling card.
Yeah, so
Hey yo, just give me 30 seconds. Let me explain something.
no explanation. Y'all
We
winning.
are the best team in the NFC. Sunday, you will find out we are the best team in the NFL. And if your excuse is, well, their quarterback was on a bum ankle, that's the only reason you want. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna put that ring on either way.
It still shines.
I'm gonna put the ring on and I'm gonna put an ankle on the side of it and rock that joint like that.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
So
to
y'all
you,
about to find out.
is the bigger narrative that you have 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, or is it that you have a black quarterback that was underrated all year?
Man, I wouldn't care if he was Asian. I don't give a fuck if he wore if he was Native American.
If he was Redskin, just say if he was Redskin.
Everybody, I'm dating myself. Everybody raise your hand if you know who Jim Thorpe is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, he's Jim Thorpe.
So I wouldn't care if know what the narrative is. We beating these people by 12. That's the narrative.
So all right, let's go around the room. Super Bowl score, B.
Ooh,
You know you ain't pulling for Philly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm kind of pulling for him. I'm thinking 38-17.
Ooh.
38-17 Philly.
Yeah, man.
I don't even. Hold on. I don't even give him a 17. So.
Oh, you is gonna get at Mahomes
12.
like that?
14. That's all y'all gave.
So
y'all
what
ain't
y'all
give nothing
scoring?
for
Kansas City 45, Philly 0.
If you gonna be off camera, you motherfucker, come on. Come on, if you gonna represent, I got an extra mic. You wanna sit down beside it? All right.
Hey,
What you got, Wood?
I got
Double O?
30.
Oh, why it gotta be 30?
14. They
It's a
might get.
blowout.
They might get. It's a blowout.
I don't want a
30-14.
That's a
30-14.
blowout. Unless it's tight going into the third quarter and then somebody turn it on. I don't want, because I don't have any,
Skin in the game.
skin in the game.
So what is our urban sports do? He's the sports bettor. This is our sports
I'm a man
analyst.
too. Yeah, let's sir.
This
112.
is the sports
That's the
analyst
over
right here.
112, right?
Yeah, this is our aficionado.
My score is going to be 28-26.
Ooh.
Chiefs.
That's a good game, sir.
I'm with you.
That's a good
That's a
game.
good take right there.
I'm sorry, Wood. I do
it
feel
is
like
what it is.
Philadelphia is the better team. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Absolutely.
from top to bottom, the roster says Philadelphia all day to me.
All day.
But what I think what we will see is
Andy Reeves.
experience versus,
Patrick
the hot team.
Mahomes.
And I think that Andy Reid.
It's gonna be ready.
I think that Patrick Mahomes.
Andy Reeves, Patrick Mahomes combo.
Right, exactly. I think that's to me.
Y'all are being, excuse me.
It's gonna win.
112. Quiet on the set.
Yeah.
We're gonna get y'all in.
Yeah, but that's my take, man. I think the Chiefs are going to find some way to pull it out. I feel like at the end of the game,
Mahomes
Patriot-esque things will happen in their favor.
Final drive, a touchdown. Or
Absolutely,
field goal,
absolutely.
a score.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I can see that. I can see that happening.
I'm taking the
I'm
third.
same thing.
After I
My
see
thing
Brown.
was 27-24 Chiefs. The final drive, field goal or overtime or whatever you have it. I feel like the NFL is going to script it whatever type of way.
Wait. The NFL gonna do what? Why are you saying that the NFL is gonna do anything when they ain't got nothing to do with what's between the white lines?
Do they not?
You're saying that they got something to do with between the white lines.
You don't think that they have?
Please, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, you about to walk yours? You just walked into a landmine, sir.
I feel like is anything big business has to be scripted. It can't nothing big business as big as that business is. You can't just freelance it. You can't just let it go on its own. It's some type of way, like boxing. The fights are fixed, or the people you fight are, is levels to it. And I feel like it's Mahomes' turn. He's the underdog for the first time. He's been counted out. He's playing against a dark-skinned brother.
Jalen Hurts light skin as shit.
Damn, I didn't
Jalen Hurts
read
look like
it.
Jalen Hurts.
Is Jalen Hurts darker?
The colorism going
No,
on.
is Jalen Hurts darker than Patrick Mahomes?
So Dutch, hold on.
but goddamn.
Dutch, are you doing colorism, saying that the NFL wants Mahomes
The light skin
because he's a fan?
NFL been colorism from the beginning.
argument.
I agree with that.
The NFL has always been colorism.
Yeah, the narrative of the NFL is
I want the NFL to fuck with me though. Taking No Shorts podcast.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I fuck with the NFL all the way around, but I feel
Officially
like
licensed.
if you look at the history of the NFL, the narrative does go against black and brown bodies.
I will say this, and I'll get to you, Wood, and get you. Playing a big fantasy, big gambler, and then seeing what AB going through as a Steelers fan. I do think that it has become more of a meat market, the NFL.
I can see
it. It eats and grinds players. And my son, strangely enough, tonight today we were watching Monday Night Football 1979 Steelers versus.
You got it on VHS.
No, we got it on YouTube. Steelers versus Denver, week 8. It was some crazy shit, like some middle shit that was in my timeline. And he was like, "Dad, why? Because this is when they wore the one bar duck." Yeah. He was like, "Why is they wearing the 1 bar ducks like that?" He said, "Why they got 1 bar and they don't look like they got any shoulder pads on?" And Liz Swan came across the middle, and whoever the safety was for Denver Broncos caught him all up in his grill, right? Yeah. And Liz Swan got right up, ran into the huddle, but 2023, looking at that hit in 1979, he had to have been concussed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And he got up and went back to the huddle like if nothing happened. And that game, it was very physical. I'm saying, to see that and to see what AB goes through makes me question, because I'm not much of a conspiratorial guy. Am I? Okay, we're going to talk about that on the Patreon.
You don't feel like race plays no issue with NFL?
Well, it's not race. I'm saying, like, the NFL, if you have to look at it like the scales of competitiveness, right? Mm-hmm. What you're saying is the NFL will lay their hand on the scale against the bettors, against everything else to have, because they have an image they want.
That's a tough
they
point.
have
They have an image they
So if they have an
deal
image they have to deal with, you don't feel like they play a hand in it? When 85% of your employees are black, but the general managers and the coaches are all white, and the people who
I don't think they'll risk it. I'm not saying that they wouldn't. I don't
think you can put that much money. I don't think you can put with that much money in the line. Like that is an enormous amount of money we're talking about for the Super Bowl.
Huge, biggest sport ever.
Absolutely. No. World Cup
is bigger. World Cup is bigger. But advertising wise, that is a bag.
But when you think about it though, you hedging the bet and you actually playing the odds and being able to, I guess, putting your hand in the image. That actually,
it's not good for business.
No, but actually, what it does is, if you do it right, it protects your investments. When you really think about it, right?
If you're saying
that's exactly what it does.
If you're saying, like, if they did like a poll, if the NFL did a poll of Middle America, because one time I traveled cross country, and if you wasn't from the east or the south, the rest of the country ain't nothing but white folks.
Right.
If you're not from Baltimore, it's south.
Right.
And from Florida to Dallas. Or maybe San Antonio.
Right.
The rest of the country is white. So if the NFL took a poll and said, "Who would you like to win the Super Bowl?"
Tom Brady.
Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady, but Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Rose.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't think you will get a. I don't think, and I guess that's my counter, because that's conscious and breathing. It's a debate. No, if you take a poll and say Patrick Mahomes, the State Farm guy, or Jalen Hurts, we've never heard of you guy.
Hey Jake, if you listening, please come to fuck on this podcast. I see you stacking it, man. I'm not counting your money, my G, but you making money.
So I don't think the NFL will put their hand in that scale right there, because yes, I can sell Patrick Mahomes 1,000 times more than I can sell Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely.
However, if I didn't put my hand in it when it was Tom Brady, if I didn't put my hand in it when it was Patrick Mahomes the first time,
I guess you don't think
hey, hold on, and I'm not a Brady fan at all. But when Brady, they caught Brady cheating at halftime. He inflated the balls again and bust their face open even more. The score after half was worse than the score before half when y'all said the Jones was inflated.
So Wood, you're admitting that they so what you're saying is the Brady or the Patriots cheated. What I'm saying is that the league allowed them to cheat.
Right. The crazy thing is they allowed them to cheat the whole time. After Brady got caught with the deflated balls, every former quarterback came out and said,
that happened.
I had mine deflated to this. I had mine overinflated. Yeah. Overinflated. So really, Yeah, we gonna do that.
I think like we get caught up in who the NFL wants to see win and lose, right? Like I don't think they care about that. Honestly, I think what they care about is views, right? If you think about the revenue stream and what makes the NFL, what makes the Shield, it's the money, right? They don't care about who you want to see the win. They want to make sure you tune in. Even if you want to see a team lose, Brady, prime example. How many people wanted to see Tom Brady lose, right? So why not put him back in the Super Bowl so more people can watch to see him lose, right? Like that's what the NFL wants. They want the viewership. They don't care if you like it, love it, hate it, curse it.
You better watch it.
You're going to watch it. That's what they want.
The same reason why they went out of Ray Rice for abusing a female, because they wanted more female viewership.
That shit was on TV.
It was on TV, but they can't disfranchise the female viewers. They can't mark them out. They got to get them in there because the female viewership for NFL is getting bigger. And the same reason why they want Tom Brady to win, because it's white America, is the same reason why they let him cheat.
This is why I disagree.
Exactly. The NFL is going where the money is. Where's the money?
Middle America.
Who watched that bullshit?
The money is
It's funny.
It's number one movie. in
white
America,
people
probably.
and females. White people and females. Black males are a far cry second from white America and females. And if you can get the female market and you already got the white market, you can't.
You're arguing that the money is over the color.
The money
at
everything.
the end of the day is money.
You could flip it on the other side
Exactly.
too, right? Because Michael Jordan once said politicians buy shoes too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not about what color the skin is. It's about what color the money is. Right? At the end of the day,
It's Bitcoin, sir.
exactly.
Hey, the only reason I don't think it's smart, is set up, is scripted, is because I swear to you, as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I'm saying this. No. The Dallas Cowboys would have won a Super Bowl by now.
Already. Hey, he's right.
If it was scripted,
It's more money for people.
I'm going to co-sign the homie. Where's the lie? As many
I
fans
can't find
that
it.
done bullshitted me with this, every year is our year.
But more people pay to
With
watch the
nothing
Cowboys
to do.
lose, though. That's what I'm saying.
That's called throwing bad money after whatever the saying is. You throwing bad
It's
money
actually
after
genius
bad money.
because if you think about it, for the past 15 years, the Cowboys can be 2-10.
And they
what's,
still
what's,
get the
what's the
viewership and
headline?
sponsorship.
What's wrong with the Cowboys and how do you fix it? Right?
Christmas.
Always.
They still gonna get the viewership.
Right, so
they don't have to edge the narrative for Cowboys because they got their viewership. They're the
Cowboys is
biggest
America's team.
It's quote unquote America's team, and they're gonna support them regardless.
Motherfucker said that shit 30, 40 years ago. Don't make it true.
And it still stands.
No, it doesn't make it
Well,
true.
I mean, this is the most profitable NFL franchise.
I watch the game.
Who said it? Who said it? Texas said it. I thought.
He said it on one of those.
Per year, the
and
Cowboys,
everybody
the Dallas
agreed.
Cowboys make the most money.
But they don't
Get the most viewers.
It doesn't matter. But
Sell
they get the NFL their money, though,
I'm
right?
gonna say this. I'm
Yes
gonna
or
leave it
no?
at this. If Jalen Hurts was Randall Cunningham against Patrick Mahomes, I bet you $1 million the Chiefs was win, no matter what the circumstances.
I'm going. Thank you.
That makes sense.
I mean,
I rock with that.
Was
it's
Randall?
very interesting
had a
conversation,
whole
guys.
phone.
Because I never, till Dutch talked about it like that, I always thought, it's too much money. It's too much money, and
It's too much
you
money.
make a valid argument. I disagree, but you make a valid argument. And if this is what conscience and breed is, well, y'all gonna come back. Goddamn, I ain't never do a first half of a show this long. Shit.
That was the first one.
This good.
Ready for question number 2?
I mean, sports. I mean, we had to talk. We had to talk about it. We'll do this, and then we'll go to the Patreon. You got something you want?
Oh no, I just got to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Well,
What happens when you reach a certain age, ladies and gentlemen?
Your bladder is small as hell.
And
you got a short urethra.
yeah. What happens is if you drink the Jack that he's been sipping on since he walked in the Venture X studio, he'll say, "I gotta pee."
Hey yo, my bladder is like 4 cotton balls, all lined up next to each other.
Shout out to my homie C Hall battling bladder cancer. He's
Yeah.
coming through. With that, we had him
salute,
on Taking
bruh.
No Shorts. Make sure y'all check out
Salute,
his YouTube
bruh.
channel, Cancer Record.
Salute.
Yeah, that bladder ain't nothing to play with. So with that being said, we're gonna let you go pee.
Before we go, can I say that I feel like we've been flown out. like this is some nice shit. This is real nice. This is real nice.
Me and 804 E-Beach is trying to upgrade Central Virginia and the DMV.
I'm scared to touch shit.
This is nice.
No, I done broke this mic 57, 11 times, bro.
And it's still better than ours.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take
Hold
this.
on, I don't want to talk about y'all equipment. When we come back, make sure y'all go over to the Patreon. That's patreon.com/Taking No Shorts Pod. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this podcast anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also on YouTube.com and RSS.com. When we come back, because it's going to be on the pay side of the window.
Deeper than sports.
Go then.
We go into the breathing part.
Let's go. Let's
of Taking No Shorts.
Let's go then.
Right here,
That's what
y'all.
we do.
We'll be right back.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts Podcast, Jay Grizzy.